Last Friday, our Foreign Affairs Minister Mélanie Joly gave a press conference to announce more sanctions against Russia. In that press conference, she stated that regime change in Russia is the government's goal. Here's the clip.
Hi there, Dylan Robertson
Hi,
of the
Dylan.
Canadian Press. Thanks for
Good to
taking
see
our
you.
questions.
Yeah.
So
It's great.
Minister,
You follow me everywhere I go. Good to see you
I
again,
always
Dylan.
do, which is why I noticed this morning you used a term that I haven't heard you use before, referring to Russia. You talked about regime change. And I was just wondering, at what point in time did that become Canada's policy to advocate for? And I wanted to ask Minister Witteveld if that's the right approach to advocate for when it comes to Russia.
Well, we believe that we need to isolate Russia diplomatically, economically, and politically, and that is the regime that I'm referring to, of course. And as I mentioned earlier in the discussion, I always make a difference between the regime and the people of a given country, which is fundamental.
Wow, what the minister said is incredibly reckless and irresponsible. She's basically saying that Canada would support efforts to overthrow the Russian government, a nuclear power that is our neighbor to the north. It is the equivalent to a declaration of war. That would greatly increase the stakes of the conflict, making the use of nuclear weapons more likely. This is happening at the same time as her boss, Justin Trudeau, is defending himself against accusations that he let the Chinese government interfere in our elections. For the Liberals, it's okay to meddle in other countries' politics and for other countries to meddle in ours, as long as it favors them, of course. The world is changing rapidly in the 21st century. The United States no longer dominates the world like it did a few decades ago. If Canada is to survive and thrive this century, we need competent leaders who do not recklessly call for regime change against our neighbors when our own borders are undefended. That is not in our national security interest. It is more important than ever that we protect our own sovereignty and avoid meddling in other countries' affairs and wars we have no business being involved in.